routinely topping 100 degrees, but we are inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the big red siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. Off we go from Glendale. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. So out come the Titans, and they are led, Greg, by Cam Ward. Same alma mater as you, University of Miami, the #1 overall pick in this past April's draft.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Shotgun snap for Ward. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. And that is incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. So the Cardinals come out, and they are led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Man, time flies, Greg. The #1 overall pick in 2019, the 7th year for Murray leading the Birds.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You've got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket, because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense. So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Murray. Back left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On third down, Murray. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Murray scrambles from the pocket.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So on fourth down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Back deep for Tennessee, Jim DK. Fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Titans offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Ward, out quickly, it's Ridley. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll run here with Pollard. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down for Tennessee.
First down, Titans.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Now a handoff to Pollard. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Ward. Rolling right. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And the Titans' first down.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
They run on the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. He's got his man. Complete to Iomanner. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard That throw right on the money for the former Miami quarterback, and it's a first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. He'll try the left side with Pollard. And he will score! Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Cardinals offense ready for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Amari DiMercato. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. L'Jarius Sneed in on the stop.
38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Murray. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. So that's a backwards pass. It's a loss of yardage, and they're going to mark it the spot right where it crossed the sideline. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
He'll take off again. And that'll be a gain of 9, but nowhere close to the markers. It'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense about ready to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jalen Thompson, the safety, coming hard to record the sack.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Ward. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and long. Here's Ward. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, they've punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, Demercado trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now Demercado. And this a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but he's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
A gain of 15
They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. Quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play.
2nd down and 8. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. Now he'll run. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
27 yards.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive. The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. He'll run again. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
2nd and goal.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Amari DiMercado. Touchdown, Arizona.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That's the veteran Calais Campbell in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now it's Ward. Now he'll air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short. Okay, you failed. I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
Cardinals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's caught. It's Emari Demercado. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
10 yards on the pick.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. He'll run. It's Demercado. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And just like that, you go from second and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in third and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
Murray on third down. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll go with a counter on first down. The ball comes out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
9 yards. And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football as they've got it with first and 10. Now it's Murray. Will set up the screen to Demercado.
Murray's pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
They'll run on second down. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's in! Murray! Touchdown, Cardinals! The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Ryland for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Titans 7.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Whoa! And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Titans offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. In motion, Okonkwo. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Ward. Moving outside the pocket.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Off play action, it's Ward. He's got his tight end. That's Helm. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up 1st down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Play action. Ward. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Ward. Forced out wide. And that's not going to be nearly enough. He'll get 4, but 4th and long coming up.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either the ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punch it away for the 4th time today. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready for this next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. To the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson.
This is one of those plays where you either have to just eat it or you got to make a better decision on where you throw that ball, because you continue to throw the ball into these crowds, especially under pressure, you're going to turn the ball over, balls are going to get tipped up in the air, and bad things are going to happen. So, fortunately for him, it winds up incomplete, but got to expect better decision-making as the game goes on.
He's going to look downfield once again. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. 36 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Not a great start by this running back here in the 1st half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
2nd down, Murray. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. That's Jones in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Murray. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Cardinals. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his 1st read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Murray. This one comes the 4. And they'll get about 5 yards closer, but now it is 3rd and goal.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going nowhere. met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tim DK. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Titans offense ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion, Okonkwo. Shotgun snap for Ward. That's caught by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Titan first down. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and not going to be a lot of game.
And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Here's their punter now. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Cards offense and running back Amari DeMercado set to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. begin here on the ground. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Murray. Back left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
3rd and 3.
We have to imagine if you're able to protect for that long up front, something good is bound to happen. And there was nothing there initially, Mike, but when you can stand in the pocket comfortably and just scan all the way through your progression, it's just asking a lot for a defensive backfield to hold up that long. 3rd and short, you think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's an Arizona first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
It's a designed run for Murray. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And this quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league. But what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, Murray. Moving left. And he kept that play alive as long as he could. But the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
It's 3rd and 10.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
On 3rd down. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Titans offense ready to get back to work. First and 10, and they give it to Pollard. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Glendale after this. Out of the gun, Ward. This one downfield for Okonkwo. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. From the gun, here's Ward. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
On comes the punter now as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. Back to throw is Murray. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
They go play action for Murray. On the run to the right. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
No gain on the play.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
An 8-yard
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. The Cardinals line up for a punt.
Formation for the Cardinals.
He'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line.
First and 10.
Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. Drive will start on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Second and 11. To throw is Ward. That one pumped by Iomatter. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Pollard. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Will Johnson up for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Ward. Quick throw taken in, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Ward. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Third quarter is set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Amari DiMercado to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Play action now. It's Murray. He'll step up and run. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
It's a gain of 18. And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They go play action now. Murray. That's caught downfield by McBride. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15.
It's a pickup of 44
It is
yards.
a big gain for
That's
Arizona. A pickup of 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now give on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the shotgun. It's Murray. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
First down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Extra point now by Riley. He's got it, and the Cardinals up their lead. It's now 24-7.
24, Titans 7.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and 7. Throwing, Ward. This one brought in by Ioman. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down for Tennessee.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
In motion, Okonkwo. Throwing is Ward. That's made right side by Ioman. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Ward now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
They're going to go. It's Ward. He'll try to run for it. And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down. They get 18 yards on fourth down and a fresh set of downs.
Fourth and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Now Ward going to hold on to it. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 7 and a Titans first down.
They send Ridley in motion. On first down, it's Ward. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make a habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Joey Slide back out to kick this one away. To return is Greg Dortch. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Murray. Now he'll run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Third, they need 8. They put Wilson in motion. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He's going to air this one out for Jones. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Play fake. Now Ward to throw. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward, and will give him 4 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Lockett headed in motion. Again, it's Pollard. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This is incomplete, but there is a flag. It is back at the line of scrimmage, and this could be a 1st down.
third down.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
They'll run for it, and it's Pollard. He's going to pick up a Titans first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. Ward gonna keep it here on the zone read. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. Second down.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
From the gun, here's Ward. That caught Tony Pollard. And he'll take it on in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Titans back within 7. It's 24-17. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Dortch now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. That's Jones in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 17 yards that time. The number 17.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
So there's a sense of urgency with these RPOs, especially in the NFL game, because your linemen, they're thinking it's a run, so you can't allow them to get downfield. So that's where this quick decision-making from the quarterback is so critical. And The timing of this one just wasn't quite right and falls incomplete.
Now Murray to throw on second down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Harrison Jr. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw again is Murray. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
A 7-yard gain.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Working out of the gun, Murray. He's going to dial up another deep ball. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Results in
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The Cardinals lining up for punt.
Formation for the Cardinals.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Titans offense ready to take over once again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. The tight end going in motion to the left. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And the Titans 1st down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL, and I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
At the 37-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. Lockett headed in motion. Out of the gun, Ward. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 15 yards through the air. 1st down for Tennessee.
1st down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike. This is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the 1st down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Tackled there by Matt Wilson.
At the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Ward. And is caught by the man wearing 0, Calvin Ridley. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and 2. Ward. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Titan first down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
They'll run here with Pollard. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Start of the 4th quarter, and it's a run by Pollard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
2 yards.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone. Cam Ward. Touchdown Titans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Dortch now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cards offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. To the ground, a first down run. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
At the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and a yard. On the ground, DeMarcado. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Now DeMarcado. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
There's two elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screenplay is, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Man coming free. Higgins wide open. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 31 yards. Tie game, fourth quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Now Ryland for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals will go up by 7. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So the lead is 7 now here in this fourth quarter. The tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Jim Ray DK now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
at their own 25
Tony Pollard
yard line.
heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Ward. This throw, right side, taken in by Ridley. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Now Pollard. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing, Ward. That one caught by Ioman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of
17 yards on that play. 1st down for Tennessee.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Sweat. Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Ward. That's to the right side, and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Like, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
The Titans sending out their punt. They're forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Cardinals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The play fake. Here's Murray. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a one-score game. Like, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away. Snap it again.
The run, it's DiMercado. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, now this brings up 3rd down, Mike, and a really tough call for this coach. Does he want to remain aggressive, put the ball in the air and try to keep this offense on the field? Or can he be a little more conservative, not be afraid to punt the ball away, and hope his defense can finish this game out?
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
DK to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team gets possession of the football. The Titans offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. On 1st and 10, Ward. This one brought in by Iomander. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
1st and 10, and they give it to Pollard.
Pollard, the ball carrier. Akeem Davis-Gaither on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To the right side they go, and here comes Pollard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. And that is incomplete.
I say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this one online, and it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
In motion, Okonkwo. Shotgun snap for Wolf. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing is Ward. That one incomplete. Hovering, standing there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Cardinals offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He's going to have a 1st down. Good game, but there is a flag down, and this could very well be coming back. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Yards on the play.
They get 25 on that connection. It's an Arizona 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Cody Barton on the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Man open is Jones. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 45. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
At the 34-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The tackle made back
at this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Murray now on second down. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On third down, Murray. He'll try to run for it. Low to the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
We'll set up the screen to DeMarcado. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Talk things over before third down. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. The offense will stay out trying to get this final yard. It is fourth and goal. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him. So we'll step aside. They'll come up for first and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. And that's the first thought in your mind, running a play from the one. If you're the defense, trap them back behind the line, get a safety, and that's exactly what they do with the good stop there.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where the defense really understands what's coming. They know the offensive point of view is to just try to give themselves a little breathing room, move it away from the goal line, and in this case, they're able to capitalize, make the tackle for loss, and it leads to the safety.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. On the return, it's Gordon. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. He's taken down just shy of midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. They'll drop to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Cardinals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.